Hello. Good morning, my YouTube neighbors. My neighbors who are in Australia and California and Georgia and Italy. Hi, Italy. All these wonderful places. So, I am going to share something I heard this morning. I'm taking off my shirt because I just got finished walking my dog and I'm ready for my 10-minute rebounding experiment in about 2 minutes. Okay. So, what I want to share with y'all is that while I was walking, I was getting in touch with how my calves and my feet and my legs felt. They felt strong and sturdy and good. And I was thinking, I am so grateful that I started this experiment 61 days ago, guys. This is day 61. And you know what? The experiment goes for, I think, like 2 more days. I'm going to go till New Year's Eve. That's the last day of the experiment because on January 1, which is Monday, I guess that's Sunday, is going to be the last day for the experiment. January 1, Monday, we're all going to start on day 1 for 2024. So y'all come join us. Come back to the channel, Avanti Wellness Podcast. Subscribe so that you can be inspired and motivated to remember what are we going to do? We're going to move more in 24. We're gonna move more in 24. Okay, so let's move more in 24. And I'm the first one to lead us because I need it the most. So I wanted to share this that came to mind when I was walking on the track, walking my dog just now. I don't know who needs to hear this. Is it you? Do you need to hear what I'm about to say? See if it resonates for you, okay? A reminder that if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. I know this. Was losing it 61 days ago when my legs were throbbing in my bed, and I just intuitively knew that it was because of lack of movement, because I don't move my body enough. That's why I retain all this excess fluid that we call fat. If we really got some science people on here, they'd probably tell us that half of this weight that I'm carrying is in the interstitial tissue as fluid. It's not necessarily in the fat cell. So I am opening up my lymphatic system every day for the past 61 days, and I am opening the floodgates and I'm releasing all this fluid. I was just thinking about getting on here and telling y'all that my skin feels so good. I'm 55 years old, but my skin feels tight. My hips feel tight as they're shrinking. I don't feel like I'm creating all this loose skin, but it's probably because I'm drinking a ton of water. So when you start losing weight and you start changing your body and it's shrinking, your dry skin is going to shrivel up and look like wrinkles. So just make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. And I made these little glass water bottles in my refrigerator. I bought them on Amazon and I love them because they, make me feel like I'm not putting any plastic toxins in my body when I drink. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to share with y'all before I get on my trusty old rebounder right there, it's already ready to go, is a great word that I heard this morning. And I'm so happy I heard it and I want to share it and impart it with you. So maybe it can help you in the new year. Okay. So I've heard it before, but when she said it, it really resonated with me right now. Okay. So the word is equanimity. Equanimity. Okay. And what that means is mental calmness, composure, and evenness of temper, especially in difficult situations. And the sentence that they use in the dictionary is, she accepted both the good and the bad with equanimity. I love that. You know why that's so important? Because, like, I'll just use myself as an example. I comfort myself with the feeling of the food that I eat. And so if I'm getting myself out of balance emotionally, like somebody triggers me or somebody says something or I lose my job, or you know what happened the other day, the water company here in my city is like totally scamming us, and I normally have like a $50 water bill. My water bill was $500, and I was just like that cartoon where my face was like, you know, with the steam coming out of your head. I was just like a bull, just so angry. And I just thought, I am not going to let the freaking water company upset my equanimity, my whole system, because when my nervous system gets activated, I have to soothe it. And how do I soothe it? You know, some people use alcohol, some people use drugs, you know, pills, some people use obsessions with things on TV and internet and, you know, just anything to distract you from your feelings. I like to choose things that make me feel good when I eat them. So I can't let the water company affect my emotions that much. And that goes for parents, children, whoever. Don't let them get you off your balance. When you're committed and dedicated, and here's my word also for the 2024 year, determined. I am determined to do this, and y'all are helping me by being a part of my journey. So I'm going to be consistent, I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to be determined in 2024. I started it 61 days ago, and I'm going to ride on into that new year being the same for myself. So think about that, whatever is your thing that can help you, that can support you, and feel free to share it. When you engage in this community and when you engage in this process, you're engaging in your life. It's not about us, it's about you. So I hope that any of that resonates for y'all. Okay. Hi, Jamie. Welcome, Jamie. Out there somewhere, Jamie. She joined, subscribed this morning, and we had some chat interactions, and she's going to join us on the the New Year's Day rebound video because I'm going to have a bunch of little squares. Okay, so before I go get on my thing, I'm going to read these. Hi, Dodie from, I think, Georgia. Got my 10 minutes in this morning with your video yesterday of 10 minutes. Love your pink dress. You're looking great. Thank you. Hi, Sonia. Sonia's also in Georgia. We had a very long talk, like very long yesterday. It was great connecting with her for the first time. Made it. Hi, Jamie. Hi, everyone. The water companies are insane. Yes, that happened to us, and we had to pay it. I paid it 3 months in a row. It was 500. What was it? No, what was it? It was 500, 300, and 300 so far, and I need to fight it. I resonate. So glad I found you 25 days ago. Yay! I was so Sheila. So glad you found us, and Jamie. So glad you found us. And Dodie, so glad you found us. And Sonia, so glad you, and Kathy, who's not here. And who else do I know? Tara, who comes on, and Di. Oh, Di is in Normandy, France. I haven't seen her lately. I hope she's okay. She's 76 years old. Di, check in with us online. I want to know that you're okay. Hopefully you've just been busy with the holidays, but she's been a rebounder for a long time, like 20 something years, and she's 76 years old. So today's theme is, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And I was losing it. And now I'm feeling like Lydia's got a groove back. I've got some muscle structure, and I've got some tendons, and I've got some stuff going on. My name is pronounced Howdy Doody. Hi, like Howdy Doody. Okay. Thank you, Doody. Howdy Doody. Okay. So that's what I wanted to share for today. We're going to not lose it. We're going to use it today. Okay. So Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. Good morning. She finally got my name right. She keeps calling me by my sister's name. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. We're gonna use it and use it because we're not gonna lose it to lose it to lose it. So y'all feel free to comment and interact with each other and share where you're from and all that stuff with each other while I'm working and losing it. I mean, using it. So I'm really happy with the way I really feel like this whole cellular workout is helping my cells catch up to the change. And so that's why I don't feel like I'm creating a lot of loose skin. And I'm pretty sure it's the hydration piece. So please, any of y'all, whether you're young or old, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. That's what your cells really want and need is water, water, water. Oh, the 1-minute timer is up. Alexa, stop. My sister says that I inspired her to just do 1 minute. If she doesn't have time before work to do the full 10 or 15 or 20 that she used to think she used to have to do, now she just gets on, opens up activates her lymphatic floodgates, pops them open, and gets on to the shower or whatever she's going to do. I say, if you have time for coffee, if you have time for tea, if you have time for breakfast, if you have time to water your cells by drinking hydration, you've got 1 minute to get on this, just like that. 1 minute. Do it 1 minute. Go to the restroom and leave. You're done. Go wherever. I just said restroom because I'm thinking you go get in the shower and get yourself together. Go get dressed. You can do it. We can do it. I'm going to do that. That's my commitment. I don't know if I'm going to be starting a new job in the new year or what, but if I have to just do 1 minute a day in the morning and then do my 10 minutes later, that's what I'm going to have to do. So I want to just tell y'all that, let me just talk a little bit about the experiment because I want people to understand what my plan is. So I've been titling all my videos so people can track this experiment. I've been giving them the same name because I didn't want them to be confused with other videos that I upload with different titles. So you can track them. They're all kind of, there's like a template that I wrote the videos out as, like it's day, 10 minutes, rebounding experiment for weight loss and exercise. The weight loss and the exercise component of that sentence is so that people looking for weight loss or exercise videos will find us. The rebounding is to explain what I'm doing in the experiment. And the 10 minutes a day is to show people that I'm not just rebounding for 20 or 30 minutes. That's hard to do. I'm just experimenting. If we just give ourselves a simple, light rebounding, what is possible. Okay, so that was the experiment. Okay, so I kind of kept my experiment to, between 10 and 15 minutes a day. When I had those 5-minute boosters, you can calculate that I must have done 15 minutes for that day. So I wanted to keep it low. But as I start getting stronger, my muscles are stronger, I have more ability, I have more energy. I might add more rebounding in my day next year in 2024 if I think it can speed up the changes, because I'm changing slowly, and that's fine because I'm not really changing my diet much, but I might get serious, might get determined in 2024 and really kick it into fourth gear and take it to another level. If I'm motivated, I'll do it. If I'm not motivated, I'll just do my lymphatic system the way I am. And it's funny because there are definitely different levels of motivation, right? So I'm just giving myself permission to take it to another level after this experiment's over in 2 more days, the 30th and the 31st. So I guess I will have gone to day 63, and then we'll start over, everybody at day 1. Ooh, 5-minute mark is flashing. Here we go. Alexa, add 5 minutes. Add 5 minutes. I'm going to pick up my knees, work my core better. I mean, I definitely feel right here, my stomach is tighter and more solid. It's not as flabby as it used to feel when I first started. So as I keep mentioning, my changes are small, but I feel like they're mighty because they're happening underneath the surface, like that plant analogy that I used. Oh, by the way, if Sonia is still there, Sonia, I put castor oil on my knee. I didn't do a pack, I just rubbed castor oil on my left knee last night and then pulled my pants over it so it wouldn't get on the sheets. I'd rather it be on the pajamas. I didn't wrap it, but I feel like it feels good. I feel like there might have been something good that happened from that. So if anybody's, and by the way, I have a little timer on my calendar on my phone, and it popped up as an anniversary on August 29th, and today is December 29th. So it popped up as an anniversary. I started using castor oil. So I wanted to document how long. I'm trying to document everything. So if things really shift and change, I can remember and go back. And when people ask me questions, how did you do it? What did you do? What was it like? Blah, blah, blah. I want to be able to go back and remember, because it's hard to remember as life goes on. God, there's things that happened in 2004 when I lost 90 pounds. And, there's only like the big nuggets of information that I remember. I don't remember the small stuff. I do remember, I'll hear some of the feelings I had when I was losing that 90 pounds and I was really committed. I had very clean food, hardly any carb, like bad carbs. Well, no bad carbs. But I never broke it in like 7 months. I never just had one bite of anything that was not part of my system. And I was doing something called the 6-week body makeover by Michael Thurman. It was very, very rigid. I couldn't even drink coffee. That's how he didn't want you to drink any stimulants. No iced tea, no coffee. And, maybe that's part of the reason why I'm fat now, because I drink iced tea and I drink coffee. And I think I'm drinking the poisons that come with the iced tea. And I'm just not there yet to stop that. But when I get enough pain or enough motivation, maybe I'll completely clean out all that. I should just drink water. But sometimes that's just boring. And then you meet these people, like these 102-year-old people that have been smoking cigarettes and drinking a bottle of gin every day or something, They have some weird habit. And they're like, a shot of whiskey every day kept me alive. And now I'm 102, talking on this TV show. I'm like, how does that even work? So I think it's attitude. And this podcast, YouTube channel, it's going to focus a lot on the mental, because until you get the mental in alignment, the body has a hard time doing anything that the mind is not ready to do. So give your mind attention. I was kind of opposite when I was younger and I was 21. I was not focused on my physical health. I was focused on my self-development, my personal health. I knew that I needed to change my mind in order to change the long-term effects of my body. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention when I was talking about equanimity, about evenness of emotions. I am so lucky and grateful and proud of my mom, who lived to 87, healthy. She was equanimous, or however you say it. She had equanimity, man. She emulated that. She demonstrated that. She had the patience of Job. Alexa, stop. She was amazing, and I'm so lucky to have had her in my life. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Basta! 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 Woo! You know, let me do a little stretch, and then I'll come over and see what y'all are doing over there. Oh, little stretch. Woo, little stretch. Feels so big. Little big town. Stretch. Ah. Hey, I just found out this morning that some in the early videos, when I had music in the background playing on my Alexa, I might have some copyright strikes. And so I might delete those. I might delete those because there's only like four very early videos. And then I decided to stop playing music because I didn't want my channel to get flagged in case there was a copyright issue. All right, so here, can I bring y'all down to my table? Come to my, here, I'll bring you in my living room. Okay, hold on. Oh, Joy. Here, we'll have a quick, my dog's like tripping me. We'll have a quick fireside chat. Oh, why are you crying? What's wrong? Hold on. Why are you crying? Turn on my little fireside, my little fireplace. Let me see. All right, guys, let's see here. Whew, that was a big little workout. Okay. My rebounder has been sitting in the corner for months. Let me see how far back y'all go. Okay, this is where duty. That was the last thing. Hi, Denan. How do we say that? Denan, maybe. I'm on with you this morning. Hi, Elaine. Are you bouncing? That's awesome. Out there somewhere. Say my rebounder has been sitting in the corner for months. Time to dust. You know, Jamie, you're not the only one who's dusting off. Reen is dusting off her rebounder. She's in Florida. Yes, drink electrolytes. I have a drink called Electrosport from my Sunrider Foods. I drink that, and also that has copper. No, that's the Evergreen. And then also we have this thing called Fortune Delight. It's like herbs, and it's all crunched up like a tea, and it's powder, and that has a lot of electrolytes in it. So I drink that too. I drank that last night before I went to bed. They are needed so bad in our bodies. And Taste Yummy, she's talking about electrolytes. I use Ultima. Love the watermelon ones. Okay. The key to castor oil wrap is that it kind of hugs the area when you add lots of castor. It allows for deeper penetration. Wear old clothes. Use old towels to cover your sheets. Yeah. Hello from Port. That's Joanne from Port Alberni. Oh, she's in Canada. Hi, Canada. Canada in the house. Nice. Made it to a fireside chat. That's funny. Does that make y'all feel warmer? Here, let me get that down. It's actually a heater. So it's putting out heat right there, and it's underneath my television. It's in like an entertainment center. I bought it rooms to go. And I have a real fireplace on that side of the living room, but you can't just spark up a fire at 10 o'clock in the morning when you're going to go leave the house in a second. So I don't, because I'm so like, fire is a thing for me, and I don't want to ever leave a fire. I actually left a fire on the stove in 2021, and when my brain clicked that I walked away from a live fire with oil popping on the stove, I turned the corner of my house, and it was a rental house, and the flames were 3 feet high, and the house had filled up with smoke all the way from the ceiling down to the mid-level. So when I was walking through to the kitchen, the smoke was already here. So it hadn't, gone down to where my dog was yet. Thank God I was able to put that out with baking soda, grease fire. My sister was on the phone with me, and she was like, "Oh, grease fire and I was like, "What do I do?" She was like, "Baking soda." And so I went, poured it all over, and it just plumbed it all out. So I went to the fire department the next day to ask for questions, about what I should have done. And he goes, "It's a good thing you didn't pick up the handle. And then when you walk towards the sink, which you think you're going to somehow put it out, he said those flames come towards your face when you carry the pot forward. The air pushes the flames, in your face." And he said you would have burned your face. And on top of it, you never put water in an oil fire, because what happens is it pops, because oil and water don't mix, and then it pops flames in other places, and it grows the fire. So you just put it out. He said I could have put a lid. If I would have had the lid and just put the lid on the thing, it would have taken the oxygen out, and it would have put it out that way. So I learned something new from that. So next time I will be more careful. And I'm very mindful now after that bad experience. Doesn't get everything all messed up. Okay. Trophy yellow smiling. What is that? I don't understand. Are you doing like you're putting emojis, and it's not okay. You probably put a trophy emoji, a yellow smiling emoji, and it's in this app. It's not showcasing the emoji. It's like putting the words trophy yellow smiling. So the software is translating it into words. You got me rebounding 15 minutes last night. Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel it in my neck. Oh, I'm so sorry, Joanne. And gosh, be careful about night. It puts so much oxygen in your blood. When I read, I don't have the book. Oh, the book's over there. I don't want to get up and get it just because I don't want to get off the camera. But The New Miracles of Rebounding, when I read that, they said that it's almost better to break up your rebounding, because you're building oxygen stores when you rebound, and it goes into, I guess, the cells for later later usage. And the other thing that they said is, like, when you run or walk, you use the oxygen in that moment. You don't store up oxygen when you walk, exercise, or when you run or other exercises. But when you rebound, you store up oxygen in the cells. And so that's like another reason to rebound. Okay, so Joanne's saying, I just put on my red light therapy so I can get to feel the heat. Yes, I understand. I need to start red light therapy. Sounds so healing. Yes, you had a smiling yellow trophy. Oh. I stretched by standing next to the rebounder and putting my hands on the mat. Then baby bounce helps with back pain for muscle. Yes. What Elena's sharing is that when I bend over and I put my hands on the mat and I push down, it's like this kind of nice little soft gravity push, that you're going against gravity. and it stretches out your spine in the other direction. Because when we're upright like this, gravity is coming and putting pressure on our bodies. But when we turn upside down, gravity pulls, like elongates the spine when you're upside down and stretching on your rebounder. So I found that feels really good. And then if you put a little pulsation bounce in there, it's just a light little, just a little bit of stretch that's not, it's not, what's the word? Harsh or intense or it doesn't feel damaging or anything. And of course, I got to make a disclaimer. Everybody go consult their physicians because I'm not giving medical advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. And you'll see that on a lot of channels because, we're not providing, we don't know y'all out there. We're just talking about what works for us. And so it's all in the name of entertainment. Cha, 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 cha. So, what else is there anything that y'all think of that y'all want to have the channel maybe talk about or go into? I mean, I've got lots of things to share, but I'm also wanting to be considerate that, I don't take the channel somewhere where, y'all don't want to go. So I have lived a lot of years working on what it takes for me to, one, live in my purpose, and two, like why I'm here, just trying to figure out so that just, when you have a lot of challenges and things that make you not want to be here in this lifetime and in this earth, and you just think like, do I really want to stick around for this? Because this is really hard and this is painful and this hurts. I've had to have those hard conversations and those hard questions through several different aspects of my life. And then, so I've faced those conversations with myself. And so, if there's anything that, hopefully whatever I can share can provide hope, joy, opportunity. I'm an ideas person. Like my brain is very active. It's always coming up with ideas. If you're challenged by something, email me. Right now, the channel's small. Right now I'm not working. I'll do my best to respond. When I get busier in my life, that may have to change. But right now the opportunity is there. So if y'all have anything, and I'm curious about getting to know y'all as well. I mean, I know y'all are feeling like you're getting to know me, but I'd also like to get to know you. So let's see what Jamie asked. Trying to figure out my purpose. Just left the Department of Corrections. I love criminal justice, but I'm being pulled to rescuing animals. Great cause, but honestly, I really don't know where I'm supposed to be. It's very common, y'all. I mean, God, I think that's part of our big question in life is, why are we here? What am I supposed to do? Especially I just want to encourage you that when you feel a pull to go find what your purpose is, you're in the right place. That's the right place to be. That's why you have the pull, because you're being like a magnet. It's drawing you to go seek it out because you're supposed to be living in your purpose. And if you feel the frustration that you're not, that's good too. Don't dismiss the frustration because the contrast motivates. You can use analogies like when you break a bone, oh, it's painful, it hurts. But when that bone heals, it's stronger at the seam where it came together than the rest of the bone. So think about our own lives when we have hardships and we have things that are challenging us. when we can heal through it and when we can make sense of it and when we can just make it work in our minds for the purpose that you can come up with in reframing the way you want to see what's happening in your life as okay, yes, it was unfortunate, it's horrible, I'm still alive, I got through it. What can I do? Just keep asking, what can I do to make this better? How can I make this better? How am I supposed to be moving forward? Just start asking in your inner self. And if you're religious, maybe you call that God. That will start bringing the answers to your mindset and it'll create ideas and it'll create circumstances and opportunities, and people will show up on your YouTube feed based on your thoughts. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced this, but if you have thought, this happens to me all the time. I'll like think of something, I'll be like, oh, I wish I could have a blue butterfly shawl. And I never say it. I'm just thinking it. Okay. I never talk about it. I never think about it. And then all of a sudden a video comes up with a blue butterfly shawl in it. I'm like, God, this AI is really reading my mind. I didn't even talk about it. I just thought it. And that's what is scary. We don't know how connected this AI really is, but I'm going to try to choose to see the positive side of AI. And I'm going to say, okay, AI, artificial intelligence, bring everything to me that supports me, bring everything to me that gives me clarity, bring everything to me that helps me move in the direction for my happiness and my joy. And choose to see AI like that. Don't look at the dark side of AI. Because whatever you focus on, you're going to experience more of. So you have a choice. Focus on the good or focus on the bad. If you want to just focus on the good, you're going to have more of the good in your thoughts and in your mind and in your life. How do you spell that word of the day? Equanimity. Yes, Elaine got it right. Thanks. Yes, it's a great word. Oh my God. When I was coming in my door, I was like, maybe that's going to be the title of my book one day, because that is such a powerful word. In some of the study that I did, started in 2006, the teachings taught that if you can so they have a book called The Astonishing Power of Your Emotions. And if you can learn how to manage your emotions and be in control of your emotions, that is like half of the key to unlocking the beauty of life, is getting in touch with you being the master of your emotions, not letting the world or people or relationships or husbands or boyfriends or girlfriends or family or mothers or mother-in-laws or father-in-laws, don't let any of that knock you off your horse, so to speak, your mindset horse. So that is such a powerful. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to my sweet little 16-year-old baby. She gets all the lovely attention that she needs. And we don't know how long she's going to live, because she's 16. She's starting to like lose her ability to understand, like walking through the doorway. So like I'll go to open the door, and instead of her standing where the door is going to open, she goes and stands in the crack where there's, where the hinge is. Like I'm going to open it from that side. And then when I actually start to open it, she still stays in the crack. Like she's just there patiently waiting for me to open the door from the hinge side, from the hinge part of the door, the crack. So anyway. All right, guys. Oh my God. Happy Friday. How come I am so blessed with having 10 of y'all here? So clearly, There are more on here than are communicating. They're just watching, and that's okay. You know what? There is a thing I said the other day, and here I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to end my video. But if you are one of those like me, because I was one of these people, I would tell you for the last year, I was watching, I'd be like either laying in my bed or having coffee or having my tea or sitting outside getting some sun, some vitamin D in the morning. If you're like me and you're sitting there on your phone watching other people in their fitness um, videos, doing fitness things, like I watched the wall Pilates, I watched the girl from Thick Chick Fitness, I watched this one guy on Instagram that helps people who are immobile, who do chair and lay in the bed and do things to stretch their body. I watched him and I would just watch it. And I would sit there, and here's what I want to encourage you to, for those of you who just want to watch and don't want to do it, I would encourage you, there's nothing wrong with that. I want to encourage you to keep watching the movement, and just tell your mind, this is your mind exercise. You're building muscles in your mind. You're building, actually, you know what you're building? Neuro pathways. You're building, the neurons are connecting. You can go watch it on a video. The neurons in your brain are connecting, and you might be here and you're just watching Lydia exercise. Watching Lydia exercise, next video number 35, video number 36, video number 37. And then eventually it's going to lock in, and you're going to be determined, and you're going to want to get your rebound on, or you're going to want to get your walk on, or you want to get your chair exercise on, or you want to get your soleus muscle push-up active. I wrote an article. I didn't write the article. I put an article on the community tab for any of you who are hearing this for the first time about the soleus muscle push-up. And you sit in a chair like I am right now, and your feet are flat on the ground, and all you do is lift the heel. You don't even move the toes off the ground. You just move the heel. And what does that do? It pulls blood sugar out of the bloodstream and utilizes it. And why that's unique is that most muscles pull when the glucose is like used up, pulls from the muscle cell. And apparently from the article, they said that like you can just do that and not get tired. You can do it for hours. And so it was a good exercise for health for people who can't stand, or who are, I mean, even if you're like in a wheelchair for some other aspect, but you can move your toes and your feet, that would be a good exercise for people who have that challenge of not being able to jump yet. So I wish you all a wonderful Friday. I've got to go to the post office, and I got to get some stuff done. I got to get my car inspected because of the end of the year, and then that means an oil change. So I thank you all for being on today. I'm going to be on for tomorrow, day, what is it, 62. So, and I'm probably going to have time for a 5-minute booster this afternoon. I find that in the later evenings, it's hard to want to get on and do it, but that's why I jump on when I feel the energy to do it and just knock it out and open up those lymphatic gates. One final thing, I know I'm going on, I'm sorry, but I just, for those of you who may not have heard me say this, but when you put pressure through the rebounder and you go down, that puts pressure on the lymphatic valves, and that's when those gates go psh, 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 and that's when the water and the fluid from the interstitial tissues goes inside the pathway for the exit. That's why you want to rebound. So walking can do it. I just think with the pressure from the mat, the bouncing and the gravity part, that's why rebounding is so good for the lymphatic system, because of that pressure. So does anybody remember my quote, my new quote I'm going to start saying before I say goodbye, which is, be the joy you want to see in the world. See you tomorrow. Bye.